Okay, how's everybody doing? Just give me one, just for post in the comments if you can hear me okay. One last time before we start. James Tucker, I am Canadian. How can you tell? Not out and about today. Hey, Matthias. Okay, perfect. Let's go. So, first of all, if you guys don't know me, I am Ergo. I help mod the B3 Discord. I have had experience modding other community Discords in the past. Chaincoin, I guess, was my first. And that was a real experience being involved in a coin that started from nothing and it absolutely exploded and then died. So to see all of the people come in as the weeks went by in that coin, and you know, all the people, investors that were sort of skeptical, worried all the time. That was a great learning experience that I took forward with me. And then from Chaincoin, I really got involved in Ember. And some of you may know that Ember was not dissimilar. It sort of had a huge growth very quickly, ran up, and then fell down. Community was great. The team there was great. But as we all know, the Ember sort of fell as well. So that then led me into being involved with B3. And B3 is similar in a lot of ways to those two other coins, but in so many other ways, it is very, very different. And it's different because, number one, the community here is absolutely incredible. When I came on board, at least invested, it was probably late summer in August sometime, and it was tiny. There was only a handful of us that saw, obviously, what we were attracted to is what all of you were attracted to, and that's the 10,000% POS rate. And obviously, as proof of stake investors, me and a few others jumped in, and then we got deeply involved in the community right from the get-go, as it started at its very beginning in terms of birth. The coin was around much longer, but we came in and really said, there's something here. We met with the devs virtually and found out that these guys are no joke at all. They are best of breed in what they do, and they are all behind and have been all behind B3 since day one. And that differs from Chaincoin, for example, where the coin was dead and the devs disappeared. Only when it gained traction did the devs come back and sort of say they wanted to do something, but not really. Not like that with B3. The devs are invested. They're here. They've been working nonstop even before we got here. And the fact that the community started to build only made them more enthusiastic to continue with the work that they were already doing. So that's one of the reasons. So community, devs, and now because we have such strong devs, as the community team leaders, I guess, that are pushing for ideas and working with the devs on different things to make this not only a great coin, but a great investment for all of us. Some of the ideas that we have come up with, that they have come up with, that we're agreeing on together, are simply cutting edge and amazing. And in all of my experience going back 2.5 years, I've never been part of a team that has such an amazing outlook on the future, but also the ability to really be creative with the technology and what this coin can do, and then work towards making that happen. First time for me, and couldn't be happier. And also another difference is the team that you see in the Discord every day that helps moderate, answer questions. It's just amazing to see. And then the community that aren't really listed as mods or helpers or whatever. There are so many of us or of you guys that aren't titled or given a title, but yet you're still in there every day. You know the value of your investment and you want other people to see the value of that investment, and you're helping them out with every question they ask. So just awesome. Okay, so I haven't looked at my screen in 10 minutes as I've been rambling on, but this is a Q&A, so let's answer some questions. Sorry, I don't have cleavage. Who is that? Nerds Plooge. Okay, so do you see B3 price increasing after the 10K ROI? Well, do I see it personally? Yes. But would I ever go out and in any of my videos or my advice to say somebody, yes, this is get in? I would never do that. I personally believe it is going to increase because of the plans that we have in place. Now, we know we have an issue with supply. And one of the main goals that we have after the 80K block is to do something to deal with that supply. And we have seen the plans, we have development in progress, and that is going to, what we have and what we're coming out with will seriously deal with the supply of the coin. That is first and foremost because by lowering that supply, the demand will go up in comparison to that supply, and therefore the price should go up as a result. That is the goal. We know the problem in front of us, which is supply, and we're going to deal with that in a big, big way. And hopefully that brings up the demand, that increases the price. Okay, so what's your opinion about the future price? A lot of price questions, I'm sure. And it's good. Okay, so I just talked about the price. I personally think it's going to go up. But again, I don't have a crystal ball, though it's an open market. All of these coins are traded on an open market and nobody can control that market nor predict it. Something could happen out of our hands completely with Bitcoin perhaps, or something with government regulate. Like, how can anybody say what a price is going to do? What we can do is put the best product possible in the hands of our investors. That's all anybody can ask a development team and a marketing team and the sort of the admin team behind a coin to do, is put the best product into the marketplace. And that is what we are doing and are going to continue to do. Is the exchange really going to be a thing? It's on the roadmap. First and foremost, we're working on supply. And as everybody knows, we're then doing master nodes. And then as we get into Q1, Q2 of 2018, we are going to hit the roadmap. There will also be one yearly for big amounts of coins. I guess that's massive profits. Does the current price dip have you on edge? No, it does not have me on edge. I've been through, like I mentioned at the beginning, I was with Chaincoin. I got into Chaincoin at like 40 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. And it went up to 6.30 and then died back down and now sits at 12 cents and was in it all the way through the hysteria. Nothing concerns me. The only thing that concerns me is, what is the community like of the coin? What is the admin team like of a coin? And what are the developers like of the coin? And in this case, in the case of B3, we really have nailed all three of those aspects. So as an investor, I am not concerned with the price whatsoever, because I know this team is going to continue to work to put out the best product that is possible, and I sleep easy at night. Hey, so I most deposit to this pool address in Cryptopia. Yes, that's the right address. What are we as a community should do after block 80 in our market health? again, the community just has to stay strong, stay committed. What we're noticing, I mean, we're a massive, massive community right now. Between the two pools, the admin run pool and then the other pool run by Frogger, this is the biggest pool. I mean, I don't know personally, I could be wrong, but it is the biggest grouped pool in crypto trading or crypto coin history. So that is something to be very, very proud of. Everyone can look at Born Great and Drav and just, I mean, really shake their head in awe in terms of envision the work that these two guys are doing each and every day to make your investments grow and deliver on the promises that we as a team had at the beginning of the pool. The amount of work, the amount of entries, and the amount of coins that are involved in each of these pools is mind-boggling. And personally, I couldn't be happier with what these guys have done. Very proud of them. So the community just needs to stay positive. We are noticing, because we are so big and growing each and every day, obviously fudders come into the community and try to pollute what would otherwise be a perfectly healthy environment. It's not unique. It happens in every single coin and every single community and sort of chat place like a Discord. The admins have been and mods and helpers that run the Discord have been instructed that there is an absolute zero tolerance policy for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Questions, concerns, they are definitely welcome. We have an open community, so you're more than welcome to ask your questions, to talk about your concerns. But if you blatantly try to scare the members of this community that have invested a little bit or a ton into this coin, you'll be gone. No questions asked. Is the team working on the exchange already? I don't believe so, and the reason being is because of the two main criteria, and that is supply and masternodes. Are there plans to increase the price of B3? Yes, there are plans to increase the B3, but we have absolutely nothing to do with it. What about masternodes? Please share your thoughts. What will masternodes give us? Well, masternodes are an integral part in any network. They keep the network healthy by processing the transactions, by continuing to develop the decentralization of a coin. We need them. And for investing in them, you will get rewarded handsomely for that investment. Masternodes are a key thing. They're, in terms of an investment asset, I guess, or element, they're very, very important in minds of crypto investors, and we are going to be doing that. Now, we are going to be releasing a masternode that is different than anything has been done before, as far as we know, but we have really looked back and looked at many other coins, and we have never seen what we're going to do done by anybody else. So that is very exciting stuff, and just yet another example. And everybody will see in the next couple of weeks, as we grow closer to the 80K block, that we are, you'll get all the information then, and you'll have plenty of time to make your investment decisions on how you want to proceed after the 80K block. So don't worry about that. But you will see that this is completely not, I will say groundbreaking. Anything that hasn't been done before, one could say it is groundbreaking, and that's what we intend with our masternodes. Some are going to fire sell 80K. Well, you know, we can't, again, we don't control the market. We don't control investors and what they decide to do. All we can do is put out the best product possible. That's what we're doing. And hopefully the investment community sees that, sees the value long-term in terms of what we have planned, understands the team, most specifically the developers behind this coin, their track record, what they've done in the past, and they say, hey, this is a pretty good investment long term. I can make a little bit now by dumping, or I can hold on and make a lot more if I hold on. I make, okay. How do you see the future? Okay, did that. The coin needs guide on how to sell wisely more than anything, especially how to sell for Hippo. We have a selling issue that needs to be addressed, something to seriously consider. Again, goes back to the same point. All we can do is put out the best roadmap and the best product that follows that roadmap, and investors will be left to choose how they want to handle their investments. That's all we can do. 2 billion B3 master, great. Man, you know the weakest point of the product. Hey, Ergo, is the price fall partly due to people selling tokens when prices risen? Oh, well, of course it is. People, you know, some people, everybody has heard of the term day trader, right? Or short-term trader. These people are not interested in roadmaps or whatever. They completely trade on price volatility on a daily basis. We can't stop that, nor do we really want to. We are looking for investors that believe in the project, believe in the team, and believe in the roadmap moving forward, and understand that the value is yet to come for this coin. How will you prevent from another CHC or Ember? Roadmap and developers delivering on that roadmap. I can't say it again, guys. And you can see, sort of just as we've been talking here for 10 minutes, where all the questions are about, and therefore my answers and how similar they are, because the questions are the same. People, investors are concerned about where their money goes. They want to know that there is a team and a community behind the project. At least for me, when I invest, community and developer team are the two things I look for more than anything. And I have no doubt that I have chosen wisely in this team and this project in comparison to anything else I've invested in. Okay, the coin will increase, but without a huge exchange, how will we sell millions of coins? We have a lot of millions. Okay, so if you guys have followed the Evan, who does a lot of our marketing, he has been working like a horse. And I don't know, how hard does a horse work? If they're lying around, they don't really work hard at all. But he's been really, really doing a great job in getting things moving. Exchanges are being talked about. As many of you know, some of you may not, it's not inexpensive to list on some of these exchanges now. So it is a huge investment. If we make one, everyone should know how serious we are taking this coin because of just the simple dollar amount that it takes to get on one of these exchanges. But a bigger exchange would no doubt help bring exposure and bring the volume into the coin that we all want. Sorry about the weird cracking. Again, I'm wearing a collared shirt. I apologize. I'll hold the microphone away. Any ideas how you will deal with the supply burning? Yes, we know exactly how we're going to be dealing with the supply and how we are going to reduce it. The answer is 100% yes. Do we have an estimated range of how many coins will be burned? Not specifically. Can you talk about the community pool? Of course. Every coin I have studied claims to be the best product out there. How can investors make up their mind based on such claim? Do research, listen to the community, and only invest what you can afford to lose. So if things don't go right, you can still sleep at night. The number one key in investing, whether it's crypto, real estate, stock market, futures, doesn't matter. If you are risking and going all in on something and you cannot afford to lose that amount, you are doing it all wrong, and you need to go back to investing 101 school and learn the first rule, which is only invest what you can afford to lose. Every YouTuber that you see starts their videos off about crypto coins with that statement: only invest what you can afford to lose. And they do it for a reason, because that is the golden rule in investing in anything. Supply will be reduced through coin burn. Example, three people staking. Whoever has the most coins will have the highest chance of winning a stake. The others will get some coins burned, but they're waiting. Good idea. Will there be a white paper and new website developed? Branding is important in the marketing of a coin. We know where our branding stands right now. The team, I guess, came into it. It is what it is for the time being. We know the importance of great branding, great marketing. We definitely intend to do something with that. Explain the process of burn the coin. So we have a different someone is asking, what is the process of burning a coin? It doesn't matter, because we're looking about doing it a slightly different way. But the traditional process of burning a coin is basically you set up an address or a wallet address that cannot be spent from. People send their coins into that address, and that's it. They're gone. However, they're not really gone, and they are in fact still part of circulating supply. So when people look at calculate the cost of a coin based on the price versus supply, burnt coins traditionally are still part of that supply. We're looking to do something different. Decentralized, we think so. Someone's asking, will decentralized exchange be put higher on the roadmap? I don't believe so. I think we're very happy. We have all worked on the roadmap as a team together. It follows logical steps in terms of progress, and we're sort of happy where it is in terms of where it sits on that roadmap. Rebranding, I addressed as we speak. Oh yes, my favorite guy, Chris. He's saying we're doing a wonderful job with the size of the community, over 6,600 people. It's amazing. Mate, can you tell us more about the max supply we're going to hit if a masternode needs 2 million coins? So the total cost of a masternode has not been released as of yet. We are waiting until we get closer to the 80K mark to really get a much better grasp of where the total supply sits before we finalize exactly how much a masternode will be. But it is not finalized yet. And again, we do know supply based on 10,000% returns for everyone over the past 2.5 or 3 months is it's making the supply crazy. There's no other way to explain it other than that. We know about it, obviously, and we're going to do something very cool, very unique, and again, I'll use the word groundbreaking to address it. Okay, masternode news will be soon enough. And again, I apologize that I'm not the biggest techie. So when I come across some techie questions, I'm a marketing and sales guy. That's what I do for my everyday job and have been for close to 20 years. So those are more of the strategy, branding, marketing is more of my domain, not the technical stuff. So if you have technical questions and I can't answer them, I definitely apologize. How much coins you started and how much do you have now? Well, one of the great things about crypto is that you can try your best to remain as anonymous as possible. And one of the best things to do in the world of crypto is not reveal your stack to anybody. And I listen to that rule. Max coin supply, how many coins will be burned? I sort of addressed that. Okay, bro, I know how you look like. Yeah, I'm pretty good looking. At least my wife thinks so. I agree. It's repetition at this point, yeah, are the ones that have been answered over. But the real question people want to know, Nerds Plus. So, Nerds Plooge, what is the real question that we're not able to answer? Are you planning a hard coin cap? Yes, I believe the answer to the hard coin cap after block A, once everything is sort of recalculated, figured out, what is the circulating supply, what will the master nodes pay out? As you know, we still have coded into the coin a decrease from 10,000% ROI to 100% ROI starting after block 80,000. So the coin is still going to grow. The supply of the coin will still grow with these various things. But again, what we're thinking of doing and that we'll be implementing is going to drastically reduce that supply. At least that is the goal. But at that point, when all those calculations are figured out, made, and implemented, we'll have a much better sense of where the max cap needs to be and adjust accordingly. Is it going to be easy, Zek Manyan? Is it going to be easy to set up the master node? We are already starting to work on user guides. Those user guides will then be combined with videos. This will be the most detailed and therefore easy to set up master node now that you've ever seen. When we were trying to set up master nodes at the beginning for Chaincoin, it was like a nightmare for those people that didn't know, myself being one of those people. But so we've learned lessons from that experience and we know the importance. Now also keep in mind that the less detailed we are with our information on how to set these up, the more questions we're going to be asked. And we want to be asked as few questions as possible. So it's in our own best interest to give you guys the most detailed setup documents and videos as possible to reduce the amount of questions we're going to get asked. We're going to get asked regardless, but we want to limit them as best we can. You sound like an Irishman. I've never heard that one before. Canadian, definitely. I am from Canada. Discord. Okay. So guys, let's just give it a little bit. Again, a couple things that I hope you are able to take away. Can someone please provide clear desktop wallet instructions for Mac? Have been struggling with this since last night and no one seems to know how it works precisely. Steph Ann, that just asked that question. I am a Mac user. I use a VPS and I have the wallet set up on Windows. However, I've set up a wallet on my Mac. So when we get back to the Discord, if you give me like an hour or so, I'd be more than happy to help you get going with the Mac setup. And good. Okay, so I hope the key takeaways here for you guys are, number one, the admin team and the developers are real people. We participate, we're active, and we're out there helping as many people as we can so they feel confident in the investments they're making. Number two, this is the greatest community of a cryptocurrency that I've ever been involved with. And our hopes are that you feel the same way about the community that you're a part of. And if you're on the fence, please know that you would be getting into really, really great community with great people. The last thing to note is that the roadmap is in place over the next few weeks. One, implement elements that help reduce the coin supply, and two, roll out master nodes. That's goals 1 and 2 in the near term future. Beyond that, look at the roadmap and understand that we are going to be executing each and every one of those. And therefore, this coin should be looked at as a long-term investment and definitely not a pump and dump. Dion, we addressed the sell-off after 10,000%. So when the video stops, you're more than welcome to go back and listen to some of the. Okay, another thing to keep in mind for people that, just one other thing, people ask a lot, you know, or bring it to the Discord that, hey, I have 50,000 coins, I've been staking for 2 weeks and I haven't gotten a reward yet. And the odds, that makes sense. Right now, because of the massive network weight of the coin, you need a lot of coins to stake solo. Your best bet for the next 3 weeks, if you have, and what we would consider, I mean, right now there's numbers going around where you would need somewhere in the neighborhood of about 15 million coins to solo stake. Now, no one knows for sure. That could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more at this point, but give or take 15 million coins to solo stake in order to get a stake daily. If you don't have that, and time is running out as we get closer to the 80,000K block, your best bet is to join the pool. That's it. Just give your money into the pool if that is what you want to do, and that is where you will see the best results and growth in the time we have remaining at 10,000K. Are you concerned with one wallet controlling 44% of the total coin supply? No, I'm not. Listen, I would still be, if everybody dumped their coins and this, the cost went down to 1 sat, I wouldn't budge. I would still be in. In fact, I would probably build more. Why? Because I know what's coming. I know reduced supply, and I know amazing cutting edge roadmap with an amazing developer team behind the coin. And a community on top of that. So what would you be looking at in terms of another coin? Like, every coin has huge wallets and whales in them. I don't know about their communities, or I don't know about their roadmap, or I don't know about their developers. In this coin, I do. So I'm not worried about that at all. Again, the burning question is coming up again. We're looking at doing it slightly different than a traditional coin burn. But yes, a burn typically means, or it traditionally means, lower the supply by locking up and getting rid of coins to lower the supply. No, you cannot have a date, but you should know that it will be coming before the 80,000 block. We don't know exactly when that will be, but you will not be left wondering or freaking out because it's too late. We will give you guys plenty of time to make your investment decision. Current pools are compounding. Yeah, so the exact numbers are not. Remember, number one, pools or any wallet does not stake every day. 10,000% is an average over 365 days. You may not always hit a stake each and every day, regardless of wallet size, big or small. So it's the 27% is an average, but they don't, doesn't follow that. It's over the course of 365 days, not guaranteed each and every day. So percentages are up and down in that realm. And yes, that's Chris answered perfectly. You could have 1 coin or 20 million coins. You're still, the code is the code of the coin is the code of the coin. It's programmed in at 10,000%. the higher the amount of coins you have, the increase in weight you have compared to the network weight, you're likely to stake more often. But over the course of a year, even that person with one coin is going to get their 10,000% return. Okay, guys. So we've been going on, I don't even know how long, but I hope this helped shed some light. I know there's no detailed information and a lot of you guys want it. Oh, hold on, more questions coming in. When does the pool stop giving interest? It does, well, okay, so the coin, John UK, the coin doesn't give, the coin gives interest. Currently 10,000, then 100, and then it drops a little bit from there as the blocks go by, and you can get that information off of the B3 coin website, and you can see where the percentage based on what block we're in, what it pays out. The pool is a different story. And so some people have been asking, are we continuing with the pool? And I can tell you that that is still to be determined. We want to gauge the interest of people if they want to continue being participants in the pool when the rate drops. If there's no interest, then we're obviously not going to continue that. Why would you continue something that nobody wants? But we're going to take some time here over the next couple of weeks, and we're going to gauge the interest. And if everybody still says, yes, I'm in the pool, I want to be in the pool, I want it to keep going, then it's something that we'll consider continuing with. Yeah, Michael Roberts, like, it's just crazy how, I used to invest in coins that paid like 10%. Now we talk about 100%, doubling your investment over the course of a year. Like, it's terrible. It's not terrible. It's still amazing. It's just that some of these coins have gone so crazy with the amount of returns they pay that 100 is like, what? Terrible? I don't think so. It's still pretty good. Benjamin Dilg, how do masternodes play into the future decentralized exchange plan? Will masternode holders be a percent of the fee for each transaction? TBD, no, and even if it wasn't, no information on that as of yet. The master, Michael Roberts again, the masternodes we know what everybody is used to. We have a juggling act to do with the amount of masternode rewards. People have been, including myself, spoiled with getting 10,000% over the last little bit. People will want a great payout from masternodes, but the other side of that is keeping an eye on supply, because we definitely don't want that to go crazy again. So it's sort of a fine line between how much we give in terms of the reward compared to how that will affect the max supply. How many will there be in total? That, again, how many masternodes will there be in total? Not released yet. That will all come. Rapid workers. We're, again, the burn type, the type of coin burn we're talking about is different than a traditional one. So let us release the information, and then you can decide if it's a good investment to go forward with or not. Ergo, what do you mean by groundbreaking MN? That's going to be released with the information, so just be patient. The coin will increase when people realize 1 over a year is so much more than fiat banks. Dude Mug, I agree. Yes, I will post the link in the description of this video. We're selling a t-shirt, B3 t-shirt, once the costs are covered, because we're using Teespring and they obviously charge us for every shirt they print. All profits from the t-shirt sales will go into the marketing fund of the coin. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Be a good community member. Be nice to each other. Help people out. And we'll speak to you in the Discord. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.